coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A first down for the offense. Looking for room, it's Bryant. Powers through the defender. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. He wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida! He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
That's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Keene. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On the run, still looking. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
7, Colorado, 0.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Keene. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In Game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Gets it out fast. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Oh, picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Keene. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. I won't surprise.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the picks, but not before putting his offense in business.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Picks up the first down. Afterburner's coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
He's got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Keene. Going for the big play. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he made the extra point without problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one, setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. First down for this offense. To the air, it's Keene. They're working that left side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. He's at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Jamison. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah.
Going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Can anyone catch him? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Keene. Firing toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make.
Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
I'll tell you what, is it... If you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
It's first down from the 11. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Cherry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And it's right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 17 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll throw it on first down. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. Off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Makes the grab down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Colorado.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And it's frustrating because you go into half, and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the map.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. It's a reverse. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Cherry. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got a man. It's Bryant. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown Gator! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
He looks that one in nicely. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds a single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he's got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, those guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in the sleuth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The Gators are in the hurry up.
Second down coming up.
Looking for a crease, it's Bryant. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete. 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have here.
And the extra point is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Wants to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's right on target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
That's caught. It's Parrish. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 63, Colorado 45.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's looking for a man on second down. Coming after it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
Number 10.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 10. Set to kick this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy
just keeps moving. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Already find a hole in that secondary. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Takes a handoff. It's Bryant. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Direct snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Yates.
Returner brings it out to the 20. And Florida Gators will take over. First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He unleashes a long one. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Obliterates him, still on the move. And the senior just took that one out in the air and sends it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he's it inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Bowling Green was able to come away with a hard-fought victory inside Perry Stadium. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass, trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down after that incompletion. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down after the incompletion. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could add.